Alrighty, welcome back to ReZero Anime Review episode 42. This is basically what I think how the series. This is how basically I feel this series should go forward. For one thing, I think the first thing that the series should do is do a director's cut of season 2, like they did for season 1. So why not? I don't think it's a bad idea to do. Just basically do it in season 1. Just add more content that was cut. I heard there was one thing that was cut, really big one, of the zombie Elsa, which that would have been creepy to see on screen. And I'm a little surprised they cut it, because it felt as though with the finale, it felt a bit rushed. It felt as though they cut a little too much out of the final episode or two. But if they had a director's cut, they probably can fix some of the problems toward the end of the season had. That's the first thing they probably should do. I mean, would they do it? I don't know. And excuse me. Also hope though that if they announce season 3, which I hope there's gonna be one, because I love season 2. I thought it was really good. I kind of wish it was a season 3. I mean, there's been no announcement about it. I mean, I haven't heard anything new for news for ReZero. So if there's season 3, they're probably gonna go with Arc 4. Yes, Arc 4. It's not as long as Arc 3. Yeah, well, it's not, well, this is, I think it was the 4th arc. Yeah, the 5th arc of the series is not that long. It's only like 5 books. It's not like this one, which covered 6 books. Yeah, 6 books. So do I think they'll probably cover that in season 3? Yes. Now, the thing with this season was, did I think that, well, they would cover more of the books, well, they did technically start up with finishing up book 9, which had a little bit left of that, and then go straight from episode 2 forward, dropping basically book 10, 15. And it's something though, 15 books covered in 50 episodes, which that's great. And if there is a season 3, hopefully it's going to be 25 episodes again, because I think a 25 episode thing works, especially as you get a lot more material adapted. You get a lot more. Well, at the time, if you look at season 1, they adapted 8 books in just 25 episodes. And also started book 9. Of course, at the time, that was the most recent book release. Of course, since then, they've released a whole lot of books. I have looked them online. Apparently, that the books themselves, in case you're curious though, how many books overall for the series of ReZero are there? There are 27. Yes, 27. Now, 15 was actually released back in Japan in late 2017. Was released here to frickin' March. Yeah. And 16, which was released in March 2018, which is about 3 years ago. That's not going to release here until June. And then we have 4 months later, we have in October, we have book 17. I wouldn't be surprised though if in February we'll get book 18. When we get book 17, I have no idea. So apparently in Japan, the most released book is 26. So you got plenty of source material to do with season 3. Just don't do 8 books for 25 episodes again. Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea to do again. Despite the fact that they did keep a lot of stuff in. Well, I can tell, I have heard the director's cut does put some cut material back in the anime, which I do. That's actually pretty good. I haven't watched director's cut for ReZero season 1. I probably watch it in the near future, but it has been dubbed, so I'm appreciative of that. Yeah, the director's cut has been dubbed, so I can watch that. It's only 9 episodes, but these things are an hour long a piece. It's basically watching the equivalent of the pilot episode for the series, for about 9 hours. It's quite long. I probably will eventually watch it at some point. Yep. But if there is season 3, please, for the love of God, don't make people wait 4 years for season 3. I mean, the thing just finished up just this past March, so they can probably already start working on the season. I mean, the series is about White Fox. It shouldn't be that hard to work on a season. It shouldn't be that hard for them to work on a season 3. And if they want to take a year for another season to come out, that's fine. Or at least about 2 years, that's perfectly fine. I don't think people have a problem with it at all. No. I mean, if you look at, let's say, is Iran Shigeru's Legend. They announced season 4 is coming out in 2022, which is about 2 years after season 3 ended. That's great. Makes people think they wanted to wait too long for the very next season. Now, in case you might be asking, is this the only series I've seen made by the studio? The answer is no. Matter of fact, the first series I watched was basically made by the studio. Was Akame ga Kill. Great series. Didn't like the fact they went with an original ending for this one. If there's a remake, they probably... I would suggest basically just having like a whole original season and just ignore the last 6 episodes of the series because they're all completely original content. Aside from, Akame ga Kill and of course this series, there's also Goblin Slayer, Freya, which they did announce was going to be season 2 for that one, and Cautious Hero. Yep. And this show was, in fact, the most recent thing they came up with for when it comes to show. Yep. Yeah, they did announce it, so... yeah. As for film-wise, the most recent thing for film was actually The Goblin Slayer, which is the only film I've seen made by the studio. Yeah. But, I mean, how many more shows are left? I mean, this company has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18. There's roughly like 19 shows that this company made, and I've only seen... out of all the shows, like 1, 2, 3, 4, only about 5 shows, surprisingly. There's one show I did hear recently that the show is going to get another season, and that's The Devil Was a Part-Timer. That's the only show I've heard of aside from one of like a few shows that's made by this company. It's getting another season. Goblin Slayer is getting another season, which I'm very appreciative of that because the first season only covered just the first 2 books, so we might see a season we have that one. I mean, there's some other ones I do want to see. Well, I know that Freya, this one is getting a second season. Unknown when it's going to air, per se. It's been greenlit, yes, but there's no... okay, so... ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so the second season is going to air in January 2022. I'm like, that's interesting. So, not that long of a wait. Only about 7 months. That's not going to be too long. Nope. For Goblin Slayer, well, they just have a second season announced. That's it. But one series I kind of felt as though should get another season, aside from, ReZero, obviously, because that's probably the most profitable show they probably put out, and the most popular one, and I do think this one hopefully will get season 3, is Cautious Hero, because the first season only did with the first 2 books, and, even if they got 5 books left, they can have the second season of the show cover books 3 through 5, because that technically is the second arc of the light novel, so it shouldn't be that hard to do. Though I think that the season should be longer than 12 episodes. I think it should be, based on the length of these books, I think it should be about 20 books. 20 episodes. About 18, 20 episodes should do it. Yeah. Goblin Slayer, I don't know exactly how many episodes they're going to get for season 2. But, yeah. So, and aside from, of course, Freya basically, I know gets a lot of flack for basically a lot of cut stuff from the series. But if there's a director's cut for that one, it should get it. I mean, they gave it to ReZero. Why not give it this one? I mean, I like the series. I thought the series was really good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, I thought that book 2 should have got a lot more episodes than frickin' 2. Though I think book 1 got a lot of decent adaptation of it, though they did cut the first bit of it. But in the case of ReZero, yeah, I do probably think we're going to get a director's cut for season 2. I don't rule it out per se. I mean, it just depends upon White Fox when they get a chance to do it. Yep. So yeah, that's a particular view. Next one is going to be Eden Zero. Yep. And then, of course, I'm also going to do Black Clover. Well, new chapter manga, no episode of the anime. Of course, there's a movie announcement released for it. It's probably coming out next year. Well, there's also My Hero Academia, One Piece, and Boruto. Roughly about 5 more videos left. Yep. Possibly 6, because I think that Don't Toy Mr. Nagaro, I think that came out today. So I'll probably get a chance to view that today, okay? Check video. Bye.